What's up, Bladers? This is Casual Beyblader X, and today we're introducing the latest contender, shaking up the Beyblade X meta, Scorpio Spears Z70 Zetto. With its unique transformation mechanism and formidable weight, this Beyblade is turning heads and dominating the battles. Let's go deep into what makes this blade a game changer. Scorpio Spear is a balance type Beyblade released by Takara Tomy as a starter pack in Japan on April 26, 2025. News of Scorpio dropped rather abruptly with 2 weeks from its release. This created some buzz, but the early leaks of the weight really blew this release's hype out of the water. The weight of this blade came in at a whopping 40 grams, with some reaching 41. Let's hope our blade weighs close to that. Fingers crossed. In this UX14 starter set, we get Scorpio Spear 070 Zap, along with a winder launcher that comes with a sorta new ripcord that was first seen in the Samurai Saber release. If you compare it to the standard sized ripcord, you can see that the long winder ripcord is about 3 to 4 centimeters longer. The longer the better, so let's hope that this is a standard moving forward. With that out of the way, let's look at each part. Starting with the blade, Scorpio Spear. This blade looks good. Design wise, the 3 attacking blades really resemble the pincers and tails of a scorpion. It's quite smooth at the contact points, which means it should have decent smash attack potential and attack absorption, which makes sense since it's a balance of attack and defense. This boasts a revolutionary dash change gimmick. During an extreme dash, it transforms from a 6-sided defense mode to a 3-bladed offensive mode. This dynamic shift allows for adaptability mid-battle, catching opponents off guard. The assist blade is similar to Silver Wolf, but instead of being able to freely spin, it's got limits. You also have to start each round in defense mode at all times because the launcher holds won't allow for the blade to attach. The Bippy's design itself is rather mid, not my favorite, but it's not as badly designed as some of the others. I can fuck with the red eyes and shadow, similar to Perseus. Next up, we have the 070 Ratchet, which provides a medium profile height enhancing stability. Its design ensures the horizontal attacks are deflected, maintaining the Beyblade's balance and endurance during intense clashes. 080 was released with Ghost Circle, but didn't end up seeing too much use. There was a lot of scraping issues. Maybe the lower height can be utilized better. To end it off, we have the Zap Bit, featuring a flat tip with a circular protrusion, offering a blend of speed and control. Its design facilitates swift movements and stable defense, making it a versatile choice for various battle strategies. If you look closely, you can see it's a bit of a fusion between Excel and Point. This could be a very strong attack bit. Hopefully that circular protrusion kind of helps with that lack of stamina that Excel usually has. Overall, this bit looks fantastic. It's hefty, it's big. Seems like it'll be an unstoppable force. I do have my reservations though. Willwave had a similar aura behind its weight when it first came out, but quickly lost steam because of its instability. Hopefully this isn't the same with Scorpio. Just from the looks of it, there's quite a number of gaps from the blade to the assist blade to the ratchet. This might not be great, but we'll have to see once we get into the battles. Alright, the moment of truth. Here's the weight of this bad boy. Well, not the heaviest Scorpio I've seen, but still a heavy blade. We'll be putting this stock combo up against 3 meta bays right now. If there's a combo you'd like to see with this blade, mention it in the comments below. If not, for a competitive advantage, I would run Scorpio on the go-to attack bits like Rush, Low Rush, Level, with a ratchet height of 60 to keep it lower to the ground. With that, let's get straight into the battles. Holy, and that was Scorpio on its stock combo. Just imagine once you soup this shit up. This was a stellar showing from this blade. It packed more of a punch than I thought it would. Those two bursts against Rod were unfortunate, but seeing it outspin Goon had me cheering. I honestly think the meta is gonna have to make some room for Scorpio Spear. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, you already know what to do. Extreme dash that like button and hit the subscribe for more Beyblade videos. Until then, see ya!